Okay, listen dear students, unpaired electrons, carbon atom having unpaired electrons are present, those are called as free radicals. Now, different types of carbon free radicals are present. Among those different types of carbon free radicals, stability order we need to discuss. Already we know that one carbon atom is connected with three other carbon atoms. That carbon is called a tertiary carbon. Now, the free radical is present at tertiary carbon. This carbon is connected with three benzene rings. Benzene rings means what, my dear students? Phenyl groups. That's why it is called as a tertiary benzyl free radical. Tertiary benzyl free radical, because this carbon, the middle carbon is having one unpaired electron is present. That's why it is called as free radical. Now it is connected with three benzene rings. That's why it is called as a tertiary benzyl free radical. Always tertiary benzyl free radicals are more stable when compared with secondary, because this carbon is connected with two benzene rings. Means this carbon is connected with two other carbon atoms. That carbon atoms are benzene rings. That's why it is called as secondary benzyl group or secondary benzyl free radical. Secondary benzyl free radical. Always tertiary benzyl free radicals are more stable than secondary benzyl free radical. Now this carbon is connected with only one phenyl group, that is called as primary benzyl free radical or benzyl free radical. It is primary benzyl free radical. Okay, students. So this is about that stability order of free radicals. Now let's see, observe that this group, already I said, this is one carbon is connected with another carbon atom only, primary carbon. Okay, sp2 carbon. One carbon is connected with sp2 carbon. Then such compounds are called as allyl compounds. Allyl compounds. Now this is a primary allyl free radical. What is the difference between this and this and this? See here, this carbon is connected with two allyl carbons. Two allyl carbons. That's why it is called as a tertiary allyl free radical. This is a secondary allyl free radical. Okay, so among these allyl free radicals, tertiary is more stable than secondary and then primary. Now, if you observe this, this is the tertiary carbon. This tertiary carbon is attached with three alkyl groups. That's why it is called a tertiary alkyl free radical. Now it is this free radical, carbon having free radical. This free radical is attached to two alkyl groups. Hence, it is called as a secondary alkyl free radical. Now it is this free radical, carbon free radical is attached with one carbon only. It is called as a primary alkyl free radical. This is methyl free radical. This is phenyl free radical. This is vinyl. This is alkyl. Alkyl free radical. This is about that free radical stability order. Yes, ma. Allyl means, remember that one carbon atom is attached with double bonded carbon, means CH double bond CH, that groups are called as allyl groups. This group, like these groups are called, then it is called as allyl, means this carbon is attached with one CH double bond CH2 group only. That's why those are called as allyl groups. It is common name. Okay, so it is primary allyl, it is tertiary allyl, it is a secondary allyl. Secondary allyl groups. Okay, among that we know very well types of carbon atoms. Types of carbon atoms we know very well. What is the types of carbon atoms? Primary carbon atoms, secondary carbon atoms, and tertiary carbon atoms. Okay, types of carbon free radicals. Always primary free radicals forms secondary free radicals and tertiary free radicals. One carbon atom is connected with 3 benzene rings, that is called as tertiary benzyl free radicals. One carbon atom is connected with 2 benzene rings, it is called as secondary benzyl free radicals. One carbon atom is connected with 1 benzene ring, it is called as primary benzyl free radicals. One carbon atom is connected with 3 CH double bond CH2 groups, those are called as tertiary allyl free radicals. One carbon free radical is connected with 2 CH double bond CH2 groups, means left side and right side, because according to tetravalency already one unpaired electron is present and this hydrogen 2 and remaining 2 bonds, then that is called free radicals. Now it is 2 CH double bond CH2 groups are present, that's why it is called as secondary allyl free radicals. This is primary allyl free radicals, and this we know that one carbon free radical is connected with 3 alkyl groups, either CH3 groups or C2H5 groups or like different alkyl groups. But 3 alkyl groups are present, then it is called as commonly called as tertiary alkyl free radical. Here the given free radical is trimethyl, tertiary trimethyl free radical, or tertiary butyl free radical, because total 4 carbon atoms are present. Okay, now this is tertiary alkyl free radical. Now it is 2 alkyl groups are present, thus it is called as secondary alkyl free radical. It is primary alkyl free radical, it is methyl free radical. And phenyl, from benzene ring, one hydrogen atom, you have to break carbon and hydrogen atom, you have to break homoletically. Then at carbon atom, one free radical is present in benzene ring, that is called as phenyl free radical. And from ethene, means you have to remove at double bonded carbon hydrogen atom, and free radical may be formed. One electron is present at CH double bonded carbon, that is called as vinyl free radicals. In the same way, one electron is unpaired electron present at carbon having sp hybridization, triple bond is present, that free radicals are called as alkyl free radicals. Always alkyl free radicals are very less stable when compared with vinyl free radicals, and then phenyl then methyl. Okay, and then primary alkyl, secondary alkyl, and tertiary alkyl groups. Like this is the complete stability order of carbon free radicals, different types of carbon free radicals. Why this stability order is being like that? Everything we discuss in electron displacement effects, inductive effect, electromeric effect, mesomeric effect, hyperconjugation, and resonance. Among these 5 factors, based on these 5 factors, we can explain the stability of carbon free radicals, stability of carbocations, stability of carbanions. Okay, those are all the stability orders there we will explain. Why the stability is here, this stability is more when compared to remaining, these all reasons and everything I will explain you, but you have to remember carefully. How to remember, ma? You imagine in your brain always tertiary benzyl, secondary benzyl, primary benzyl. Next tertiary allyl, secondary allyl, primary allyl. Next tertiary alkyl, secondary alkyl, primary alkyl. Then methyl, phenyl, vinyl, and alkyl group. Anybody have doubt regarding these structures and stability orders? Let inform to me. Abhay, Nishchal, is very important. The same stability order in the presence of carbon free radical. Positive charge you write. Positive charge if you are writing means that is called as carbocations. So the carbocation stability is also same. Instead of carbon free radical, positive charge is present. See this. In the exam, they will ask among the correct stability order. Compulsory one question guarantee. Among that given free radicals, correct stability order they will ask. So this kind of questions. And in mechanism, for the carbon free radical reaction mechanism, they forms stable free radicals as intermediates. Among that, which stable free radical will be present, and what is the major product in that case? Identification purpose, this free radical stability will be useful. Okay. So uses and applications we will discuss in the further reactions and mechanism. Don't worry about that. First, how much we need to remember, as per that you have to think about that. If you understand means that further applications we will discuss stepwise, because at a time we can't discuss all. Na? So that is very, very important. Okay students, clear or not? First inform to me. It's clear? This is complete order. Actually, in your textbooks or in any material, they are giving this middle order only. Tertiary alkyl groups are more stable than secondary alkyl groups, and then primary alkyl groups. That only they are giving. But I gave total information because the complete stability order I gave, because it is very, very important for NEET and JEE examination. The stability order. Okay. As per the textbook means just they gave very small stability orders, just a few stability orders only they gave. Actually this I gave here few only, but still we need to discuss in the further continuity classes. More examples we need to give. Why that? What is the important reason for the stability order? Everything I will give you, and last I will give. Next, now free radicals formed reactions. Free radicals formed as intermediates in the following chemical reactions. What are the important chemical reactions? Free radicals are formed as intermediates. Chemical reactions names I will tell. That chemical reactions, reactants and products and mechanism and everything we will discuss in second PUC, because the further classes, maybe in hydrocarbons chapter, some named reactions will learn, and some organic chemistry in second piece, organic chemistry remaining named reactions will learn. But just the names you have to remember now. Okay. Free radicals, the following reactions. The following reactions, free radicals formed as intermediates. Formed as intermediates. So what are the important free radicals formed as intermediate chemical reactions that I will discuss? Okay students. Yes ma'am, we have to remember that order. Actually no need to by heart. What is that important? What is the difficulty to remembering that? Tertiary, secondary, primary, enough. And later we no need to by heart. I will give you some small hints. What is the main reason and how to remember that I will discuss in the further classes. Okay. The following reactions, among that, what are the important reactions in that carbon free radicals are formed as intermediates? The first one is Wurth reaction. This Wurth reaction is mainly useful for the preparation of alkanes. Wurth reaction is the mainly preparation for alkanes. In that carbon free radicals are formed as intermediates. The second one is halogenation of alkanes. This halogenation of alkanes reaction is also free radicals formed as intermediates. Means halogen will be substituted one of the carbon atom. Hydrogen atom will be replaced at that halogen atom will be replaces. Halogen atom will be substitutes. So that's why it is called as a free radical substitution reaction. Halogenation of alkanes is a free radical substitution reaction. Types of chemical reactions and all we will discuss in the further class. Okay, just you remember these names enough. You have to remember means we need to by heart that named reactions. Otherwise, now just you remember the names in the further classes. However, we need to discuss the detailed reactions and mechanisms and all regarding this. That's why that time also we have to learn. But before only I am giving that what are the important reactions. Free radicals are formed as intermediates. One is Wurth reaction. The second one is halogenation of alkenes. The third one is coal base. Electrolysis reaction. Coal base electrolysis reactions. And fourth one is anti-Markovnikov addition reactions. Anti-Markovnikov addition reactions of alkenes and alkynes. Alkenes and alkynes. These are the few important named reactions. In these named reactions, free radicals are formed as intermediates or free radical reactions. Free radicals reactions. One is Murthy reaction. The second one is halogenation of alkenes, coal base electrolysis reaction, and anti-Markovnikov addition reactions of alkenes and alkynes. Alkenes and alkynes. Okay, students. So just you remember the names now. The same reactions. What is the reactant? What is the product? And what are the intermediate conditions? And what is the mechanism? And everything we will discuss in the further classes. Okay. Let's listen. Next, the second important reaction intermediate is carbocations. The next one is carbocations. Carbocation means we know very well, dear students. Cation means what it is? Positive charge containing carbon atoms. Positive charge containing group of carbon atoms are called as carbocations. Carbocations. So what are the carbocations? Carbocations is nothing but positive charge containing group of carbon atoms. Called as group of carbon atoms called as carbocations. Group of carbon atoms are called as carbocations. See, positive and negative charge need to form on the carbon atoms means how they will form heterolytic cleavage. These are formed in heterolytic cleavage. These are formed in present formed by heterolytic cleavage. Heterolytic cleavage. Then heterolytic cleavage, carbon having positive charge will form and carbon having negative charge also will form. Okay, if the carbon having positive charge is present, that groups are called as carbocations. See examples. Generally, types of carbocations. Types of carbocations. See types of carbon free radicals, how we are discussed the same in the carbon free radical place. Positive charge is present, those all are we are calling as carbocations. For example, CH3 where positive charge is present. Then methyl free radical, sorry, methyl carbocation. This two CH3 groups are connected with one carbon having positive charge, it is called as secondary alkyl carbocation. Here CH3 group is connected with CH2 plus. Then it is called as primary alkyl carbocation. So the carbocations, the carbon having positive charge, that positive charged carbon is attached with one carbon atom, then it is called as primary alkyl carbocations. If it is attached to two carbon atoms, called as secondary alkyl carbocations. If it is attached to three carbon atoms, it is called as tertiary alkyl carbocations. Tertiary alkyl carbocation. If it is attached to benzene ring, carbon having positive charge, that positive charge attached to one benzene ring, it is called as primary benzyl carbocation. If it is attached to two benzene rings, it is called as secondary benzyl carbocation. If it is attached to three benzene rings, it is called as tertiary benzyl carbocation. This carbon having positive charge, that positive charge attached to one CH double bond CH2 group, it is called as primary allyl carbocation. Instead of carbon free radical plus what the name came, carbocation name came. That is only difference. Here primary benzyl carbocation. So these are the different types of carbocations. Okay, anybody have doubt, ma? Okay, this is about carbocations. Now we need to discuss about that carbocations. Important characteristics are stability and structure of carbocations. What is the structure of carbocation? And the carbocations means reaction intermediates. Always they are highly reactive and less stable. Highly reactive and less stable. Now, what is the structure of carbocation that we need to discuss? Okay, carbon free radical structure, however, we have discussed it. The same way, carbocation structure we need to discuss, and hybridization and all. Okay, and hybridization calculations and everything we'll discuss shortcut methods and all in chemical bonding chapter. Okay, don't worry about that. So this is about types of carbocations. Okay, clear, dear students? Anybody have doubt? Anybody have doubt? Abhay, Nishchal, Rani, Gayatri. Yes. See now, structure of carbocation. We know very well, dear students, carbon atoms in its valence shell contains 4 electrons are present. If positive charge is present, means one electron is lost. One electron is lost. One electron is lost means how many electrons are present? 3 electrons are present. If the 3 electrons are bonding with the 3 other atoms or the other groups, then only the carbocations having 3 bonds, one vacant orbital is present. One vacant orbital is present. According to that, we can have to identification of its structure and hybridization. Let's see. Structure of carbocation. Simply we will discuss about that. CH3 plus. Methyl carbocation. Methyl carbocation structure we will discuss. Okay. We know very well, dear students, carbon Z is equal to 6. Its electronic configuration is helium. Means inertial is 1s2. It is helium, and 2s2, 2p2. In first excited state electronic configuration, if you want, means the first excited state electronic configuration. Helium 2s1, 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz1. But C plus carbon having positive charge. C plus electronic configuration means helium 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz0. Having 3 unpaired electrons are present, one vacant p orbital is present. This p orbital is vacant. That's why p orbital slopes double shape. The remaining orbitals are bonding with hydrogen atoms. They exist like this, and here positive charge is present. Now it is vacant p orbital. The remaining groups are arranged like this, trigonal planar geometry. Shape is trigonal planar shape. And hybridization is sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization. Okay, sp2 hybridization. One vacant p orbital is present. Number of bonds. How many bonds are present? 3 CH bonds are present. 3 CH bonds means 3 CH sigma bonds are present. 3 sigma bonds. Only 3 sigma bonds. One vacant p orbital. Vacant p orbital means there is no electrons. 3 sigma bonds means how many electrons are present? 3 into 2 is equal to 6 electrons are present. 6 electrons present around the central atom, central carbon atom. Central carbon atom in carbocations. So in carbocations, the carbon having how many electrons are present? 6 electrons are present, means less than 8. According to octant electronic configuration, means the central atom should contain how many electrons, dear student? 8 electrons are present, 8 electrons. But here less than 8 means 6 means deficient. Carbocations are less than 8 electrons. How many are present? 6 electrons are present. That's why it is electron deficient. That's why they are having positive charge. Positive charge is present means they have less number of electrons. Negative charge is present means they have more number of electrons. Okay, see all carbocations, whatever it may be, instead of this hydrogen place you have to write carbon atom CH3 groups. Then also the central carbon atom means the positive charge containing carbon is called central atom. The central atom having 3 bonds, one vacant p orbital is present. That's why its shape is trigonal planar geometry. Hybridization is sp2. It contains 3 sigma bonds. That's why the central atom has 6 electrons are present. That 6 electrons means less than 8 electrons. Less than 8 electrons. Okay, that's why they are deficient. Carbocations are less number of electrons present. Hence, those are called as deficient ions, electron deficient molecules or electron deficient ions. So this is about the structure of carbocations. Now we need to discuss about the stability order of carbocations. Let's see that stability order of different carbocations. How that carbon free radical stability order will be written? The same. In that carbon free radical place, positive charge will come. This is tertiary benzyl carbocation. Is more stable. This is secondary benzyl. Next, this is benzyl carbocation, primary benzyl. Next, tertiary allyl. Next, secondary allyl. Next, primary allyl. Next, tertiary alkyl. Next, secondary alkyl, and then methyl or primary alkyl, and then methyl, and then phenyl, and then vinyl, and then acetyl group. So this is the total stability order of carbocations. Okay, students. This secondary alkyl. It is primary alkyl. It is methyl carbocation. It is phenyl, vinyl and allyl. Okay. Anybody have doubt? Same. That carbon free radical plays just positive charge return. Then if you understand, that means we can remember this also very easily. Okay. So exactly opposite will come the carbanion stability order. Carbanion stability order is completely reversed. Okay. Carbocation stability increases, the carbanion stability decreases. Both are inversely proportional relation. Okay. Next, important reactions. Carbocations formed important reactions. Let's see. Dehydration reactions mainly. Dehydration of alcohols. Important reactions. First one is dehydration. Dehydration means loss of water molecule. Dehydration of alkenes, alcohols. Next, dehydrohalogenation. Means loss of HX. Dehydrohalogenation, loss of HX. Dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides. And Markovnikov addition reaction. MEA means Markovnikov addition reactions of alkyl